from the future.
They have now stolen 3 of this century's 4 major diamonds.
Can he stop them before they strike again?
Darian Lambert, fugitive retrieval.
Find out on the next Time Tracks. And Kane and Peter must stop a renegade KGB and his army of mercenaries.
We'll take them out one at a time. Here we go. I'll say goodbye to your family.
Kung Fu, the legend continues.
See it at Paramount 20.
You've driven these streets 1,000 times. But there's something different. Tonight, you're using Exxon 93 Supreme gasoline for a cleaner engine, smooth acceleration, and a full 93 octane.
Let the tiger set you free.
Rely on Exxon Supreme.
Have you seen this? The Kodak Photo CD. It puts your pictures on TV, and you're going to want to know more about it.
Introducing the Kodak Photo CD.
You won't believe your heart. You won't believe your eyes.
Your pictures transferred onto a new kind of compact disc and shown on television. The special photo CD player also plays audio CDs.
Your pictures have never been so powerful.
Call the number on your screen now, and we'll send you these guides. A guide on how to take more powerful pictures and sharing memories with details about the Kodak Photo CD system. And most importantly, we'll send you the locations of stores near you where you can go and see the Kodak Photo CD in action. So call this number now and get your free Kodak guides. You've got to see the power of the Kodak Photo CD for yourself.
Guests on WDCA receive a beautiful Bulova watch courtesy of Mel Art Jewelers here at the Met Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. The Minnesota North Stars, right now one of the hottest teams in the National Hockey League, and the Washington Capitals attempting to end a 5-game winless skid are tied 2-2. Certainly the action in the second period picked up, and we rejoin you here now in our second intermission. I'm Jeff Rimmer, soon to be joined downstairs by Reggie Savage, who has returned for his 4th stint with the Washington Capitals this season. Reggie, welcome back, and this time, are you here to stay?
Hopefully. I talked to Terry yesterday in the airport, and basically he told me, like, I'm going to stay for the team for the rest of the year. And it was a big relief for me to hear from Terry, like, I'm going to stay for a while this time.
Do you think that there's anything left for you to accomplish in the American Hockey League right now, or is it time now for Reggie Savage to prove that he's ready to play in the NHL on a full-time basis?
Well, I think you're exactly right, Jeff. I've been in Baltimore for 2.5 years. I learned a lot under Barry Trotz and Paul Gardner during my time there. And I think it's time for me, you know, to really step up here with the Caps and, you know, really feel like I can be in the NHL for regularly.
I thought that in that second period especially, you seemed to come on. Maybe the legs weren't there in the first period, but you really skated well in the second period, given the opportunities to play on the ice. Did you see it that way? Yeah, a little bit. You know, we had a long road trip over the weekend. We played 3 games in 3 nights, and the Rochester bus ride was 7 hours. So, you know, it took time a little bit the legs to come in, and in the second period, like a little bit more jump, and it's looking good for the third. Okay, now, when you were back with the Capitals here a couple of weeks ago, just prior to the All-Star break, I know there was a big stretch for games in Baltimore. What did Terry Murray tell you? Did he tell you that you'd be back after the All-Star break and just go down there and play as well as you can? And obviously you did. You had hat-tricks in consecutive games on the weekend. Well,
that was pretty much what we talk about. Terry wanted me to go back to Baltimore. Like, Baltimore plays 6 games in 10 days, and it was good for me to get some ice time over there. As you remember, the last time I was with the Caps, I play, you know, in and out of the lineup. So, you know, it was good for me to get back to Baltimore, get some ice, and really, you know, improve my games. Because at my age, you know, I'm only 22, so you need to play every day. And finally, I'm going to get the chance to play every day here. All right, one last quick question. Tell me the difference to Reggie Savage between the NHL and the American Hockey League that you've hopefully left for good. Well, the big difference in the American League and in the NHL is the guy's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and more experienced. But for me to stay up for the Caps, you know, I scored a lot of goals back in Baltimore, and that was my trademark. So I know the Caps need some offense, and that's for me to that's the key for Reggie Savage to stay here, to really put some points on the boards and really create something out there when I'm on the ice.
Nice job on the interview, Reggie, and good luck, and let's hope you are, in fact, here to stay.
Thank you.
Reggie Savage joining us downstairs. Craig Laughlin will rejoin us. He's here to stay right after this.
The Bullets are spurred on to victory. Grant, Googs, and Ellison are going to Mr. Robinson's neighborhood and will be looking to sink his ship. Watch the Admiral as he takes the helm and hoops it up. It's a shootout at the Alamo, and the Bullets are flying. Tune in Thursday at 8:30 on Paramount 20.
If you want a beer that's less filling like a light with more great taste, why not make a change for the better? Refreshingly different Bud Dry. Bud Dry is one beer that's less filling like a light with more great taste. So why not get it together? Try Bud Dry.
You've driven these streets 1,000 times. But tonight, there's something different. Tonight, you're using Exxon 93 Supreme gasoline for a cleaner engine, smooth acceleration, and a full 93 octane.
Let the tiger set you free.
Rely on Exxon Supreme.
Karen, hitting is wrong. You're bigger, you're stronger, you take time out, and you don't hit. Do you understand?
Take time out. Don't take it out on your child.
Well, as you see, the ice being resurfaced here by not one Zamboni. They have two going here at the same time. And that's something you don't see around the National Hockey League with a great deal of regularity. Two Zambonis resurfacing the ice. Jeff River, Craig Laughlin rejoining you here on WDCA. And Craig, your impressions of that second period?
Well, I thought it picked up quite a bit. I mean, not one notch, but three notches in that period. I thought both teams used the rotation down low. And when we look at rotation, it's the three guys in the corner working against two of the Capitals. And that they got some good chances, Minnesota, but Capitals handed it to them also and tried that same rotation out of the corner, walking the circle. Because of those plays, both teams had some good scoring chances.
All right, speaking of scoring chances, let's get a look at the two goals in that period. First, though, from the Washington Capitals, Dale Hunter, the opportunist.
And Dale Hunter, a key guy, he's coming over the blue line. He's going to cut into the middle, and then he's going to dish it off to Paul Cavallini. But what you've got to look for is Dale Hunter driving to the net. Here's the dish to Cavallini. Dale Hunter goes to the net. Here's a shot by Cavallini. If we hold it right here, he's just went past Tenorti, who's here. He's trying to block the shot. He's driving to the net. Matt Tkachuk is not turned here, and he's not going to hustle and help out because the puck's going to come off Casey right here, right onto Dale Hunter's stick, and he's going to bury it top corner, beating Casey high to the blocker's side. We're speaking about Casey. How about Beaupre at the other end? Beaupre was tremendous in that second period. He made some glorious stops, and here's the best save of the period. Here's Russ Courtnall with the puck. He's coming up here. He's going to fake a shot. Here's Courtnall with the puck. There's the fake shot. Then he passed it and hold it right here. That creates the chance. The puck, here's Iafrate looking at Gagne. Here's Mike Ridley, not sure what to do. Here's Sherlock, the big tough guy being in front, being taken out by Cote. But watch how Courtnall sneaks back into the play here, and he's going to receive that pass across by Beaupre. A great read on this. He's going to slide across in that double leg save. Here it is. Courtnall shaking his head after this one, the missed opportunity.
Again, only 14 shots directed tonight at the Washington net, but that man, John Beaupre, has been exceedingly sharp on all of them here tonight. And really the big reason the Washington Capitals and the North Stars are still tied here at 2. Of course, we've got to show you the Minnesota goal that at one point gave the North Stars the 2-1 lead. And again, cashing in here on an opportunity early in the second period.
Yeah, Jeff, they really came out strong. And here's Craig working the puck. Calle Johansson taking him one-on-one, but the puck's going to roll up the boards here to this guy, number 24, Tinordi. But look at the traffic in front. But this all started because Bondra had a chance to clear the zone, and he didn't get it out. The Capitals continued to run around, and here's the end of this running around. Tinordi with the puck. He shoots it towards the net. It's not a hard shot. Hold it right here. There's a deflection. That's why Modano gets an assist on the goal. He deflects the puck down. And look at Pavanka. He can't get Dahlin. And Dahlin's going to step out in front and get this rebound. There's a redirection by Modano. Hits Beaupre, but that Dahlin on the doorstep beats Michael Pavanka, and he hacks it past Don Beaupre.
Taking a look at our second intermission stats. They are brought to you by Roy Rogers, home of the great tasting fried chicken. The score, 2-2, Washington and Minnesota. Shots on goal, Washington coming on in that second period. And with 15, have a two-period total of 20. The North Stars with 8 in the second period. They have a two-period total of 14. 0 for 2 for Washington on the power play. The North Stars are 1 for 4. 5 penalties, 13 minutes in total for the Capitals. 3 and a total of 9 for the Minnesota North Stars. We'll be back. Our Giant Food Out of Town scoreboard and an exciting third period ahead right here on Paramount 20.
It's a case of mistaken divinity.
You don't look a thing like your pictures. Best thing in press.
And moral dilemma.
What, are you at $5? I'll go to bed with you, too. What, you think that's a sin?
Actually, you got fun.
Get out of here.
So when the letter of the law meets the word of God, all hell is gonna break loose.
Father, I've been shot.
I'm very happy for you.
Robert De Niro, Sean Penn, and Demi Moore. We're no angels. New Roy's Roasters. We marinate them, cover them in herbs and spices, baste them with a honey glaze, and slow roast them until they're golden. So, what are you taking home for dinner? A one-of-a-kind place for a one-of-a-kind taste.
Everybody used to come in and say, you know, the R in your sign is backwards. Kids play with the same toys everywhere. People in Japan are no different than the people in the United States, no different than the people in Canada. They want things for their children, and the lower the price, the more they'll buy. I buy the majority of my purchases with the American Express card. It's simpler for me, period.
American Express is welcome to Toys R Us and other fun spots.
Everybody knows what a musical note sounds like. But what does a note look like? When it comes from the audio system of the Lexus ES300, it looks like the original, which means it sounds like the original.
I'm a good example that you can get AIDS from heterosexual sex.
Find out more about HIV, the virus that causes AIDS.
Tonight's Capitals hockey game is sponsored in part by Giant Food. Quality, value, and service, that's Giant. Your place to save. Your local Nissan dealers. It's time to expect more from a car. And by Roy Rogers. Try Roy's Roasters. Slow-roasted, honey-basted chicken. It's outrageously good.
Capitals have returned to the ice. Jeff Rimmer, Craig Laughlin, also rejoining you here on Paramount 20. And let's get a look at our Giant Food Out of Town scoreboard on a busy Tuesday night in the NHL. Montreal and the Islanders tied at 3. Islanders led that one 3-0. The Canadians getting a couple of goals from Kirk Muller to tie it in the third, 3-3. Philadelphia has a goal from Eric Lindros, back from the knee injury with his 22nd of the year. They lead Ottawa by 4. The Red Wings doing a number on New Jersey, 7-4 the score. Gallant has a pair for the Red Wings in that game. Vancouver has 2 from Vault, 1 from Pavel Bure, number 45 of the year. They lead Quebec 4-0. Toronto and Tampa tied 1-1. Berglund from Tampa, the former Capital, and Gilmore, number 20, for the Maple Leafs. And the Boston Bruins in front of St. Louis. Excuse me, 2-0. Joe Juneau has his 23rd goal of the year for one of the Boston goals. Later tonight, Edmonton at Los Angeles.
Partner, you're not supposed to eat popcorn when we're up here.
I'm not eating popcorn.
And there we get a look at Don Beaupre. A little bit of encouragement by the Capitals. And Don Beaupre has had some great success when he played with the Minnesota North Stars. Third on the games played list. Casey trying to catch him. Beaupre played 316 games for the Minnesota North Stars. Only Cesar Maniago and Gilles Meloche has played more for the Minnesota North Stars.
I was eating popcorn. You were on that roller coaster all day at the Mall of America across the street here from the Met Center.
I was at Snoopy's playground.
There's Coach Terry Murray in the foreground, and in the background, see, there's no popcorn here. I got a little drink here, and I needed it after that one. High atop the ice surface here at the Met Center. Got Casey, doing a little gardening in front of the net. They just put the ice surface back in here. They had some type of rodeo. And the ice just went in yesterday. And I know the players this morning were telling me that the ice here, normally amongst the best in the NHL, Craig, was not all that good this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of the speediest ice in the NHL. And the North Stars, they've got a lot of speed in their lineup. It's really worked to their advantage. But you mentioned it, that rodeo in here. Ice might be a little bit chippy for both hockey teams.
Now I know why you came to town early. You wanted a little Bronco ride. Casey sweeps to the open corner. Dahlin along the left wing boards, clearing the zone. Johansson moves to Kelly Miller. Mike Ridley backhands it away from Dahlin, who picks up the puck. Dahlin for the speedy Modano. Down the left wing, tries to get by Hatcher. Cuts for the short side around the net. Loses his edge, throws it in front. Mike Ridley for the Capitals. With Kelly Miller and Savage. Steve Savage, our guest in that second intermission on the ice here. With Miller and Ridley, the trio have been paired together since the start of tonight's hockey game. Modano is stripped to the puck by Christian. Cross ice, Cote jumping up to the play with Bondra. Darting to the net. Cote shot blocked by Ludwig. One of the best at blocking shots in the National Hockey League. Ludwig taps it off the boards. Cote plays. Jumps up in the play across the line before dishing off. Kristich with a shot. Deflected wide. Courtnall. Away from Kristich. Left wing Duchesne. There's by Bondra. The two bump along the boards. Fred Ludwig sends it high and by Cote. Kristich held up by Duchesne. Caps send it back in for Minnesota in. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Tied 2-2. Here's the speedy Courtnall in full flight across the line. Throws it back. Backhanded by Matvichuk. Saved by Beaupre and Kristich. Sends Bondra away. He backhands. Right back to the North Stars. Sent in by Minnesota. Right. Courtnall. Sent in front. Beaupre there to clear it. Dmitry Kristich for the Cap. Deep pass, Cote. Konowalchuk in full flight across the line. Cap change on the fly. Konowalchuk up by Tenorti. Behind the net, Matvichuk. North Star defender steps in front of Casey before dishing off. Tenorti down the right wing. Trent Klatt. Tenorti looks. Can't get the puck to him. And it is Alan May. Waiting for McDermott. That pass failed to click. May. McDermott. Matvichuk knocks it down. Away from Alan May. Neutral ice over the stick of Cavallini. Gagne denied by Beaupre. Konowalchuk is hit. Caps it clear. Alan May. Working. Now the North Star defender. Barry. Trent Klatt. Young right winger. Feeds on the left side there from McPhee with Gagne. Called on the offside. McPhee trailing Gagne. Gagne first over the line, thus the offside call. You're watching Washington Capitals hockey on WDCA TV 20, Washington, D.C., a Paramount station. Caps assistant coach John Perpich returning home here to his native state of Minnesota. Poor John, we arrived here last night, half an hour late, had plans to visit with family. Guess what? His luggage didn't arrive. But actually it did. The Capitals training crew in the background saw the Capitals logo bag and brought it here over to the Met Center. It wasn't until later that night after our producer Bill Brown offered to buy Perpich a whole new
wardrobe?
shaving kit. No, not wardrobe, just a shaving kit. He's not that good a guy. Keith Jones, left wing, away from Ludwig. Todd Elliott, Sherlock, in full flight. Courtnall tries to get by. Woolley walks in. Here's Courtnall, and he's tripped from behind, and there's going to be a penalty here. The Capitals are going to be called. North Stars will argue for a penalty shot when play finally is whistled down. Now Beaupre gets down on it, and play has been called.
I think they will argue this one a little bit. Here's Courtnall. Great move first on Jason Woolley. Look at that move. Then gets past Cavallini. He hacks at him. That's close to being a clear-cut breakaway, but Gregson's not going to give Cavallini. Just going to give him a minor penalty. Courtnall with some great speed is not going to get awarded a penalty shot. But the North Stars are going to go on to the power play. Russ Courtnall, we haven't heard a whole lot this game. He hasn't, he has had a couple of good chances, but here's the best burst of speed for him early in this third period.
Hooking at 3:43, the time of the minor penalty to Paul Cavallini. And folks, the reason why you don't award a penalty shot, he was in the clear, but he did not have that full step and not have total control of the puck. You've got to have a full step and be in total control before being awarded a penalty shot.
That was pretty close, though. I mean, Cavallini's stick, he's just reaching for him.
Well, when he was probably in the clear, not by enough, though. He was right in on top of Don Beaupre. Iafrate. Away from Courtnall. Stripped by Courtnall of the puck. And the Caps just cleared the zone. Courtnall pushed it back to the point, but nobody there from Minnesota. 1:23 left in their power play. Chodin. Modano across the line. It's Sherlock. Sherlock with a shot. Skate save. Beaupre. Sherlock out there to add some beef in front of the net, but came up with a good shot there. Now Courtnall tries to thread the needle there to Sherlock once again. Tenorti. Courtnall. Modano's one-timer slapped wide. Modano picks it up. Near side. Chodin, right point. Modano circle. Modano by Ridley, but Ridley got a skate on it. Kelly Miller now on neutral ice will just slide it down, killing off some valuable seconds here in this penalty-killing effort by Washington. Modano, lead pass Dahlin by Crystal. Dahlin now across the line. Right wing, bumped by Iafrate. Dahlin draped along the wall, still able to get it to Modano out of the corner. Chodin with a shot, watched by Kristich. Loose puck. Kristich got a slap out. Couldn't get anywhere. Mike Craig with 21 seconds left. Craig along the boards, held off by Kristich. Kristich tries to carry him out of the zone. North Stars keep it in. 10 seconds of the power play. Chodin, Tenorti, winds up, and deflected wide at Beaupre. 3 seconds left. Tenorti will try again. Top of the circle. Off the skate of Cote. Taps at full strength. Cavallini out of the box. Picks up the puck for Washington. He and Kristich away. Cavallini all by himself across the line. Hit by Craig. Hunter there to help out. Slides it in front for Cavallini. Couldn't get a stick on it. Dahlin looks right wing. Mike Craig. Craig hit high by Cavallini. Now Hunter with Hatcher and Cote. Dishes off. Cote off the crossbar. Cote had Casey beat, and it went off the crossbar and did not make it into the net. Jones, Helena, Hunter, out of the corner, away from Gagne in front. Couldn't get a stick on it, was Elenick. Now Johansson. Right back to Hunter. Elenick, he scores, and the Capitals take the lead. Perfect pass by Dale Hunter. Didn't work the first time, but they cash in on that second opportunity.
Hard work and a lot of it by this Capitals line out there. They were taking some abuse in front. Pat Elenick took a couple of cross checks. One from Ludwig. Calle Johansson jumps in. Look at Hunter's pass. Right over the stick. Hits the goaltender's stick. Then Elenick gets a piece of it. Nifty play. Gets it by Casey. The Capitals lead the Stars 3-2.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see what they call this one. That one maybe never got to Elenick. He made the sweeping motion, but it probably goes in before it ever gets to Elenick. Look at this. So Hunter could get credit with his second goal of the hockey game. Let's see how they see it. The important thing is the Capitals' third even strength goal. That's where they must start to score. Play underway. 13-10 left. Regulation time. Indeed, Dale Hunter gets the goal. Second of the night, 13th of the year. 6:32, the time of the goal. Johansson draws the lone assist, and the Capitals have the lead for the second time in the hockey game. Alan May tied the backhand in front. Casey there to sweep it along the board. Konowalchuk played a pretty good game here tonight up from Baltimore when he's been on the ice. He's worked hard. May. McDermott. Back to May. Tries to step in front. Poked off his stick by Casey. Gagne and the Caps doing a pretty good job here. Forechecking and keeping the North Stars in their own zone. With a hard hit there, and he's going to get the gate. Gregson whistling play down. McDermott to the penalty box, and we'll be back.
You got to be getting goofy, because Paramount 20 is in search of the 20 goofiest people in Washington. You could win one of 20 daily grand prizes, like a Super Nintendo system, a Sony TV, an Apple computer, a Disney Store shopping spree, or a mountain bike. Just watch Goof Troop weekdays at 4:30 on Paramount 20. Look for the special phone number. The first 10 callers receive a Disney prize and are entered into the daily grand prize drawing. You got to be getting goofy with Goof Troop weekdays at 4:30 on Paramount 20.
You're sure no one else has this? No way, Chief. It's the next big thing from Japan. We found it first. We ordered 50,000 of them from Tokyo. They'll be here in a week.
A week?
A week.
And no one could get it here faster.
Santa couldn't get them here faster.
Federal Express can with Express Freighter, the only way to get shipments from around the world sent overnight to you by 10:30 the next morning.
By this time next week, everybody in the company's going to know our name.
Santa couldn't get them here faster.
Express Freighter. If you don't use it, your competition will.
The North Stars are going to go to the power play, and here's McDermott with the crunching body check, hitting the North Star forward, Mike Craig from behind. McDermott goes to the penalty box. The North Stars on the power play.
7:48, the time of the boarding call, giving Minnesota yet another power play opportunity. They certainly had the power play opportunities, more so than what the Washington Capitals have had. Cashing in on 1 of 4 opportunities. The Capitals at this point in time 0 for 2. Power play cashing, though, is on a 5-on-3. Tenorti, team captain, lead them up ice. Dumps into the corner. And right back after it. Loose puck along the right wing. Caps have got a 2-on-1 break. Short-handed. Kelly Miller with Ridley. Chodin is back. Shot by Kelly Miller. The pad saved by Casey. Back they come the other way. 3-on-2. Hatcher able to sweep the puck off the stick of Modano, and again the crowd all over Gregson for not calling a penalty.
The North Stars, they're getting a little bit upset with Gregson, the players and the fans here, but they're taking some dives. The Capitals are simply impeding their progress, getting over the blue line, and they're taking the big dive, and that's getting the fans up in arms.
1:03 left. North Stars on the power play. Chodin up by Kelly Miller. Hatcher has it for the Capitals. Sends to the line, but not out. Portnoy able to keep it in. Cross ice, right point. Tenorti Chodine tried to slide it across. Ridley makes the play. Blocking the pass. Modano circle. Fires a shot way wide. He'll advise the that. Portnoy. Modano with a quick shot. High on the stick side. And the Caps are clear. Both teams change on the fly. 23 seconds left. In the McDermott penalty. Todd Ellick across the line. Waits for some help. Matt Tkachuk in off the point. Turns away from Kristich. Picks up the loose puck along the boards. Kristich all over him. With Brady Johansson. The feed for Cote. Comes up on the play. Across the line. Wrist shot. High and wide. McDermott out of the box. Caps have killed off another penalty. Down the right wing, Gagne with Craig. Gagne, right wing. Waits. Sends it on to the left side. Tkachuk looks for Todd Ellick, and Beaupre shuts the door. And play whistled down before the puck ever crossed the line. Great work again. Great concentration by Don Beaupre. 9:59 left. Caps with a 1-goal lead.
Dodge announces the perfect truck for work or play. Dodge Dakota. Whatever the job, Dakota has an available 180 horsepower Magnum V6. And for after hours, we really dress Dakota up with over $2,500 in options at no extra charge. Like air, power steering, stereo cassette, and more. Add $500 cash back and your total savings are over $3,000. See your nearest Dodge dealer for the perfect work or play pickup. Dodge Dakota.
Everything was really backed up. So I don't remember whose idea it was, but we decided to take the train. We all spread out, grabbed a bite, made a couple of calls. That's when we found out about the change in strategy. So we made a few modifications. Dan made his usual contribution and got there right on time. On second thought, I'm pretty sure this train thing was my idea.
The difference so far, the goaltending of Don Beaupre here. Matt Tkachuk across the crease pass right onto Todd Ellick's stick. Some good hustle by Dale Hunter. Look at the puck. Don Beaupre will not let that get over the blue goal line. Mike Craig in there trying to stuff everything into the net, including the goaltender. He does. The net comes off its moorings. Kelly Johansson clearing him out. Great save by Don Beaupre.
The story of the hockey game here for Washington tonight. We know up in Montreal, the All-Star game, talking to a lot of NHL folks, all of the opinion that the Caps can get goaltending here from Don Beaupre, they will be a factor in their Stanley Cup playoff. Tonight, an illustration of the kind of goaltending the Capitals need here down the stretch. Dale Hunter, across the line. Play whistle down, a little bit slow there.
The Capitals, after this 4-game road trip as Barry and Hunter get their sticks up, return home for a couple of matinees at the Capitol Center. Saturday, February 20th, Wayne Gretzky and the LA Kings come to the Cap Center, 1:30 start. Then Sunday afternoon, February 21st, Brett Hull and the St. Louis Blues come to the Cap Center. It's also a 1:30 start, and all fans at that game will receive a collector's card series courtesy of Upper Deck. For tickets, there are some available. You can call 301-386-7080. Sales reps are standing by, and don't forget, you can charge your tickets on American Express. There's also a pretty special weekend at the Cap Center, the player auction weekend, Jeff.
Well, I had the good fortune of returning home from the All-Star game with Caps Vice President of Marketing, Lou Strudler, and he pulls out the bag, and inside the bag, Craig, is this All-Star jersey, game-worn by the great one, number 99, and autographed by Gretzky. And that will be one of the many outstanding items available this weekend, or excuse me, next weekend, a week from this weekend, as the Caps return home to play Los Angeles and St. Louis on the auction weekend. I think you should give one of your old jerseys up for auction, Craig. You've had so many of them. Penalties here. Jones and Ellick, 2 each for roughing. 10-16. Call for minor hockey. You're a big supporter of minor hockey, correct?
Absolutely. It's going to be a terrific weekend. Not only the two great hockey games, but after the games at auction, there's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of autographs. hockey stick, hockey jersey, that Gretzky one. We might have to get into a bidding war over that.
Tenorti with an Armstrong. Tenorti playing 4-on-4 here with a line of penalties for Jones and Ellick. Hatcher for the Caps. Pavanka. Johansson jumping up in the play. Christian held behind the play by Tenorti. Caps in deep. Hatcher. Pavanka. Circles out of the corner. Tries to feed back to Hatcher. Gets it caught up in his skates. Christich there, but the Caps unable to keep it in the offensive zone. 8:52 left. Iafrate with a booming cannon. And the save by Casey. Rebound ends up back in neutral ice. Less than a minute to go. And these minor penalties to Ellick and Jones out of the corner. Northstars. Courtnall, a little give and go. Courtnall on the wing. Jimmy Johnson, backhand pass in front for Broughton, and Kelly Miller was draped all over him. Courtnall. Paired on the blue line now with Barry. Seeing valuable time. Coming off the clock, 8:13 left to go. Courtnall stick handles his way in, fires a shot. No afraid to save. Broughton tried to pick it up along the left wing board. Comes to Courtnall. Courtnall denied there by Christmas. Lead pass, O'Day didn't see it. Now Barry tries to send Courtnall away. Both teams continue to change their four-man units here with the final seconds, 5 to be exact. Kicking off with the coincidental minors. Courtnall across the line, dishes off. Chodin steps in off the point. Chodin now looks in front, feeds behind. Centering pass by Modano. Nobody there at the right point. Dahlin's got it. Teams at full strength as Dahlin hammers it in. And the Washington end. 3-2. Caps lead on Hunter's second of the night. 7:25 left. Iafrate. Lead pass. This is Jones with Kristen in the offensive zone. Chodin. Last ice, Craig Ludwig. Ludwig on the left side for Ellick. Hatcher gets it tied up in his skates. Pavanka finds Kristen. Right wing Bondra. Bondra couldn't control that. Hard hit in open ice by Pavanka. Again, the crowd asking, where's the penalty call? Modano slow to get up on this one. Ellick. Dahlin. Touch pass there. Across the line, Matvichuk. Top of the circle. Feeds to the trailer. But the Caps clear it up. And it's Alan May with Bondra. Down the right wing, Bondra. Bondra, cross ice, Hunter. Hunter looking for the hat trick. Oh, and Casey got a piece of that one. Hunter gets it back again with Bondra. Couldn't find the handle. Now Modano and Ellick, 2-on-2. Modano stick handles his way in. Held up by Hatcher. Loose puck played by Alan May. 6:23 left. Hunter looks for Bondra. Bondra down the right wing. Picks it up off the boards. Matvichuk plays in. In front of Iafrate, and Casey denies the Caps defenseman, and he is slow to get up. Oh, what a pass, and Al Iafrate is robbed. We will be back. John Casey slow to get.
If you want a beer that's less filling like a light with more great taste, why not make a change for the better? Refreshingly different Bud Dry. Bud Dry is one beer that's less filling like a light with more great taste. So why not get it together? Try Bud Dry.
Love's in bloom at Giant with savings on fresh cut boxed long stem roses at $21.99 a dozen. Give the gift of love from your nearby Giant flower shop.
A goaltender's duel here. Peter Bondra against Richard Matvichuk, and a pass across the crease to a sneaking in Iafrate. Look at that save, and Iafrate skate and body catch that catching glove hand of Casey in net, but he's up. The fans here are up, clapping their hands here for John Casey. Tremendous save. He's back in net.
Big night for the goaltenders here tonight. And that has been the story. Iafrate lets it go again. Casey denying him. Hunter tries to throw it in front. Held up behind by Chodin. He and Tenorti. Paired on the point for the North Stars. Tenorti bangs his man. Elliott fires a shot. Casey had to be sharp there from the short side. Elliott looks for Hunter. In front, Jones fires a shot. Blocked by Tenorti. Knocked down by Trent Platt and then in the zone. Trent Platt with Gagne. And McPhee across the line. McPhee winds up. Fires it high. And Don Beaupre was sent flying by Gagne. Don Beaupre hammered by Gagne in front. And he appears to be shaken up as the linesman stepped between the two players, Tenorti and Sylvain Cote, but Don Beaupre is down. And Stan Wong all over.
Well, that should be a 5-minute major penalty. Gregson's going over that penalty box. He's got to get a 5-minute major, but I think he's only going to nail Gagne with 2 minutes for interference. Gagne's number, I'm sure, is going to be in the back of the minds of every Capital player. Here's the play, the hard shot by McPhee, but watch Gagne continue through, checks Don Beaupre. Don Beaupre goes flying on his back as Gagne's coming through the crease. Iafrate pointing at him. A little bit of a dive there by Don Beaupre, getting the penalty against Gagne. He's off in the penalty box.
A little bit of extra effect there by the Caps goaltender.
Pretty good check, though. Gagne coming through that crease, gave him a pretty good elbow in the shoulder.
Might have hurt himself as he fell. Still talking to Terry Gregson.
His nose is bleeding a little bit, too.
Gagne came up with the elbow, but
yeah.
Donnie, fortunately, appears to be all right, and obviously will continue here. So after John Casey gets some time at the other end of the ice here previously, get one more look at it here. Now here's Gagne coming up. And a little bit of the elbow in the face of Don Beaupre.
Gagne's just about circling out. He's trying to get out of the way as he comes across the crease. He carries that elbow just a little bit high because he knows that Beaupre has stoned the North Stars and played so well. He's trying to upset Don Beaupre, so maybe he might let one in for the North Stars.
Well, if you think back to the first period, the North Stars, particularly on that 5-on-3, and really for most of that first period when they had the scoring opportunities, tried to storm the net. Trying to create some traffic in front of Beaupre, but it is the Capitals that come away here now with the power play. Gagne getting the minor penalty. Caps on the power play. Hatcher feeds into the corner. Casey out to play. Mike Kristich. Rotten on the board. 3-2 to score. 5:14 remaining. Third period. Big opportunity here for the Capitals to take a 2-goal lead. Johansson away from Duchesne. Up the middle to Hunter. Couldn't control the pass. Mark Tenorti backhands, but it's denied by Pivonka. Dishes off on the wing for Hunter. Looks for Kristen. Picked off by Mark Tenorti. Feeds to Courtnall, this new skating right winger. Drops it back for Tenorti. Tenorti pitching in. Tenorti tries to throw it in front. Denied by Johansson. Caps defenseman. Slides across for Iafrate. Turning away from Modano. Left along the boards. Elliott for the Capitals. Dishes out for Johansson. 47 seconds left in the Caps power play. As Hunter finds Iafrate across the line and by Modano. Iafrate circles. Iafrate between the circles. Dump on the play there by Neil Broughton. And the North Stars had a glorious opportunity if they would have been quick to capitalize. Kane getting a little chippy here now. Broughton tries to get by Iafrate. Held off on the play, and it's Bondra. In full flight, Peter Bondra across the line. Bondra sends it in behind Casey. That pass there for Ludwig. 16 seconds left. North Stars, Modano, and Broughton, 2-on-2. 10 seconds left in the power play. Left at the line, and it'll be Mike Wrigley. Overskating the puck now. Carrying in is Cavallini. Cavallini sends in behind the North Star net. 3:36 left to go, third period. Cavallini, top of the circle. Save made by Casey. Elliott couldn't find the rebound. Tenorti. Gagne. He Team's at full strength. Gagne now. Works on Hatcher. Center in front. Chodin off the point. And again, Beaupre is docked. As Chodin went short side. And now Pavanka comes back. 2-on-1 with Elenick. Pavanka on the left wing fires a shot. On the glove side, it went wide. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left. In full flight, Craig. Craig tries to get by Johansson. Craig is done. Johansson picks up the puck for Washington. It's a 3-on-2. Vondra, Pavanka, Alan May across the line. The pass to May, the shot, save, made by John Casey. Near side, Vondra. Slaps it off the boards. Pavanka circle. Pavanka throws it back into the corner. May after it. May, Vondra, picked off there by Gagne. 2:37 left. 3-2 Capital.
Some entertaining hockey. The play really picking up. Both teams skating. We're not going to see the referee Gregson's call too many penalties now. The North Stars still trying to dive to draw a penalty. And we'll be back. 2:23 left. The Capitals ahead of the Stars. 3-2.
I'm Molly Scott for Inside Scoop. Timothy Hutton, Laura Flynn Boyle, and Faye Dunaway star in Paramount Pictures' new thriller, The Temp. More after this.
Anyone can see. Hey, she's capable. Who the hell's that?
Hey, you want to call your husband, tell him you're working late?
No.
Now Peter Derns is about to learn
In case you haven't noticed, we're running out of executives around here.
what she's capable of. The Temp.
Morning.
Rated R. Starts Friday, February 12th at theaters everywhere.
Timothy Hutton suspects Laura Flynn Boyle is after much more than his job. Is there a double standard in the corporate jungle when it's a woman who is ambitious?
The man tries to get ahead in business and he's ambitious. The woman tries to and she's a slut.
She wants to be my boss.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure about any...
Find out when The Temp opens February 12th at theaters near you.
2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here in this third period. Washington Capitals clinging to a 1-goal lead. What a hockey game this has been. The first for both teams since the All-Star break. And with each period, we've seen improvement and the intensity increase. North Stars out of their zone. Lodano will get a lot of ice time here in the closing minutes. Fires it on. Beaupre covers up with Dahlin cruising in front.
Coach Terry Murray showing a lot of confidence in Reggie Savage out there in this situation. 2:02 left. He's coming off now for Dale Hunter so that Terry Murray and the Capitals can have two centers out with the face-off next to Don Beaupre. But Reggie Savage has played a strong game. So has Connor Walchuk and Jason Woolley. Jason Woolley hasn't seen a whole lot of ice time in the third period, however.
Dale Hunter in the face-off circle against Mike Modano. Dahlin and Portnall up front for the North Stars. So he used primarily on the power play. Paired on the point here right now with Mark Tinordi. Less than 2 minutes to go. And Hunter tries to clear the zone. Comes right back to him. Near side. Frady. Away from Portnall by Chodin and down into the Minnesota zone. Dale Hunter looks for Ridley and off the point. Knocked down. Dahlin sweeps it out of the zone with a lead pass for Chodin. Chodin across the line. Tries to stick handle his way through. Caps denying Chodin. And the neutral ice now. Kelly Miller is held up by Chodin. No penalty call. Savage from a sharp angle. Dave Casey. And a 25 left. Alex Dahlin will watch for Casey to head out of the net, and indeed he does. North Stars with the extra attacker. Minnesota winning in come-from-behind fashion over the Capitals 5-4 in the first meeting between these teams, coming up with 3 goals in the third period. Washington Capitals have come up with the only goal here in this third, with a minute 9 remaining. They have a 3-2 lead, and we're going to look at Bob Gainey and former Cap assistant coach Doug Jarvis.
They've done a good job here in Minnesota. Bob Gainey telling us this morning that former Cap Doug Jarvis has had a lot more responsibilities this season, has really responded, really done a great job for him.
North Star's calling a timeout here. Bob Gainey designing a play to see if he can't dent that man. In the twine for the Capitals tonight, Don Beaupre, who has been exceedingly sharp.
He just seems so comfortable. Don Beaupre, you look at this team, Capitals 5 games without a win. They've got those couple of ties. The goaltending has not been the problem. Don Beaupre has been solid in net. You've mentioned it a couple of times tonight, Jeff. The 5-on-5 goal scoring, the Capitals have done it tonight, and that's why they find themselves up 3-2 with 1:09 left.
I think Don Beaupre gets maybe just a little bit extra into a game like this tonight. The fact that he's back here in Minnesota where he enjoyed a lot of his early success in the NHL.
Absolutely. Anytime you get traded from a team, you're always going back there to prove something. Don Beaupre, comfortable in the crease there. He's won a lot of big games here in Minnesota. He just seems right on top of his game.
Well, here we go. You see the time remaining. North Stars with 6 attackers out there. Portnoy had it hop over his stick. North Stars will regroup and neutral ice. Modano sweeps it into the offensive zone. Less than a minute to go as Hunter sends it around the boards. And again, the North Stars must regroup. Brock on the wing for Modano, could not control it. Now, along the boards, Ridley out-muscles Tenorti. Hunter kicks it ahead. Ridley. Miller back to Ridley. Sends it onto the net and wide. The open net was there, but Ridley fires it wide. Portnoy, right wing. Up in, wide of Don Beaupre, who's got a piece of it with his stick. Now Tenorti. Lead for Modano. Into the slot area, but Iafrate sweeps it away and now golfs it out of the zone. Over the stick and ahead of Chaudin. Ridley will get another opportunity, firing it wide as he was dumped with the open net there and a minor penalty as Ridley was sent flying. So the North Stars, with their net empty, dumped Mike Ridley. And that's Neil Broughton in the penalty box. With 10 seconds remaining.
Great hockey game for the Washington Capitals. Coming into this building where the North Stars always play tough. They work extremely hard. And here's the icing on the cake. Ridley missed the empty net earlier in the play, but now he comes back, out-hustles Broughton to the puck, gets the shot away. Broughton pulls him down. He's off in the box. The faceoff comes inside the blue line of the North Stars. Broughton off in that tripping minor penalty.
North Stars have lost just 8 of their 27 home games so far this season. And tonight, the Capitals with a team effort. Solid 60 minutes of hockey, cashing in on their opportunities, getting outstanding goaltending from Don Beaupre, scoring the even strength goals, the Achilles heel of this team through most of the first half, and are now 10 seconds away from skating off the ice with a big victory as you look at the standings in the Patrick division getting closer and closer.
I think Kelly Miller just having a little talk to Gregson. Had that been a breakaway, and he ruled it a breakaway, and had he been pulled down from behind, that would have been an empty net goal for Ridley.
Automatic goal. But this one is over, and the Washington Capitals with a tremendous start to a 4-game Western swing with a 3-2 come-from-behind win over the Minnesota North Stars. And they mobbed Don Beaupre, and with good reason. Beaupre, outstanding. Tonight, stopping 19 of 21 shots, and we're not talking about a lot in total, but folks, many of them from point-blank range. Don Beaupre, easily our star of the game, and we hope to visit with the Caps netminder.
Street to explore.